Hey everybody, welcome to the Good Morning from the Chicken Coop podcast. My name is Kim Johnson and I am a master mindset coach, creative strategist, and also happen to be a farmer. This is my chicken coop and I come out here every day to record a podcast, to teach distinctions, possibilities, new ways of thinking, and just bring some joy into the world. So welcome to the coop and let's start your day off in a fantastic way. Hey everybody, good morning from the porch. It's raining. It's very early, too dark still to go out, and I thought I'll bring you out to my meditation this morning. What would you think if I told you that everyone is afraid? Everyone's afraid of something, sometime, somewhere, and it happens more often than we realize. And we might think that human beings walk around and they're not afraid, but they are afraid of anything. I could tell you when I consciously think about it, when I pause and say, well, what fear did I have yesterday? So you can't really do it in the predicting state, but you can do it looking backward state. Like if you said to me, what will you be afraid of today? I would be, nothing. I'm going to be here all day. I've got coaching clients right through till 6 o'clock. I'm starting at 6 a.m. I'm going through till 6 p.m. I'm nothing. What would I be afraid of? There aren't any hurricanes coming. It's raining. No, there's really nothing I'm afraid of. So that's how my mind would perceive it. But if you asked me in the reverse at the end of the day, did you have bouts of fear today? Did you have anything you were afraid of? I'd say yes, because that would be true. And yesterday it looked something like this. I have 2 chickens. Well, now I have 3. I had 2 chickens that somehow managed to injure themselves. And they have been convalescing between the garage and the garden. And at night they go in the garage and I have a whole little space for them set up. And they snuggle up in their little, it's a cat carrier that they're in overnight. But the door is open and they can go in and out. But they snuggle together in there. And, they're good. And then in the day I put them in the garden. So they're separated from the rest of the girls. And then they can go do chicken behavior if they want to, but they're not going to get beat up by the other chickens who can be nasty when someone's not well. And I'd say, yes, looking back, I was afraid. I had a moment of fear when yesterday we were not supposed to have rain during this time. And I put them out for a while and it downpoured. And I was like, they're getting wet. And I had that moment of fear that they wouldn't be okay because they can't. It's not that they can't really move around well. It's just that they're not fast and maybe they would get too wet or they'd get scared. So I got afraid. And then I had another bout of fear when I recognized that my favorite chicken, Celine, was still up in the rafters late in the afternoon and she wasn't coming down because she's had 2 times before as well where she's been not well and she's not been out walking around and she seems to be doing that again. And this is over the course of her life, and that I got afraid I was going to lose her. So I had that moment. And then I had another moment where it showed up when I was talking to someone, and I could actually, and this happens often for me, it's part of why I do what I do, but I was talking to someone in a coaching session, and I was picking up on what they were afraid of, and I could feel that and feel where that could show up for me if I was in that situation and how I would process that so that I could help them figure it out. And those moments show up for all of us. We, as a species, as a group, we have fear. We can't stop it. It's part of our hardwiring. We cannot kick it off the bus. The emotion is meant to help us. That all being said, we like to believe we don't have fear, but we all have fear, and they can be detrimental to our well-being, or they can be the fuel that makes us move and do something. But recognizing that we have fear is a great way to say, if I have this, I'm sure other people have it. And even people that seem invincible, even people that seem like they would not have it, people that seem so confident and seem so all together, they have fear. They just don't talk about it the same way. And they have those bouts every day because that's our hardwiring. And I think it's important to recognize this because when we pass judgment on other people or get disgusted with other people or have reactions to other people or respond to other people, it's helpful to know they have fear too. They have those same things that we experience. So having grace and understanding helps us manage it. And if we can have grace and understanding, it allows us to be stabilizing our humanity a little bit and say, okay, I get it. You're afraid too. And that may be why you said what you said or reacted the way you reacted. So I'm going to ask you today, take an inventory of what your little fears are during the day. Just recognize them. When they pop up or afterwards, do the inventory and go back and say, where was I with this? Because it's a huge, huge help when you do that. And then you can start to say, I'm going to challenge them piece by piece and not let them take over. All right, my friends, I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.